we want the whole world to know about the beautiful film that our Family Theater Productions has created about the life and mission of Venerable Father Patrick Peyton. The movie is called Pray, and you're going to have to see it. It's really great. It's recently been released. It's now in theaters in the United States through the end of the year. Come January, it'll be available for streaming and on DVD. Gradually, it's going to move around the world. And one of the most moving moments in this film is when Peter and Patty McEntee tell their rosary story. They recall that a few years into their marriage, already with a couple of kids, their life together got pretty listless, and their marriage got hard. Peter admits that he wasn't sure if he wanted to let go of the supposed freedom and going to play sports when he wanted to and drinking with his buddies. And Patty was feeling alone, left with the children. But then Peter says that when he was watching EWTN, he heard of Father Peyton and the importance of praying the rosary at home. So they decided to try. Peter talks of their first rosary together. And you can see that the memory brings tears to his eyes. And honestly, every time I see it, it brings tears to my eyes too. He says that it was really awkward. But then he says it was a really intimate moment. They opened themselves to each other, and together they opened themselves to God. Beautiful, powerful, in a gentle way. They say then that their decision to pray the family rosary every day saved their marriage and has been one of the most important decisions in their married life. They opened the door to Christ, to His peace, His reconciliation. St. Paul tells us, Christ is our peace. Peter and Patty let Him into their family and made Him the center through family prayer. St. Paul goes on saying, establishing peace, that He might reconcile both with God in one body through the cross. He's talking of how Christ's sacrificial death on the cross fulfills and completes the Mosaic law, the Old Covenant, and then unites Jews and Gentiles all together, united in the new covenant. All humanity is and can be reconciled to God and one another in His body, the church. This is a really important teaching. It's a very important theological principle. And our great promise of true and real peace. Our only hope now. It's the way of reconciliation. The joy and happiness for the family, which is the domestic church. Peter and Patty now, some years later, have 9 kids, and the film shows shots of the family, their domestic church. Certainly it hasn't been perfect, but clearly you see a happy and united family in Christ. The structure grows together into a temple sacred to the Lord. Daily family prayer opened the door. The family that prays together stays together.